Hello, Bluetooth. It's the one and only Icebound, the Glaceon, and you might notice my audio is crap or shite. Unfortunately, my microphone broke about a month ago, and I haven't had enough money to buy a new one. And first little puff of the whole time, you'll hear. Probably be a few more, I don't know. But I'm back to using my old headset, unfortunately, so joy. Some people won't notice a difference. I notice a difference, but yeah, whatever. You do what you do, right? So this is a tutorial. So the way, yeah, that no one cares. This is a tutorial on how to make your own avatar. So a few things you'll need. First thing, you'll need Blender, Unity. VRChat now uses the Unity 2018 420F1 as the SDK says that's what you would recommend, or what it recommends. You'll also need Blender. I don't know if you need a specific version of Blender. I will link a few files in the description. One of them being Toon Shaders, Cat's Blenders plugin, Pumpkins tool, Dynamic Bones, VRChat SDK. I usually recommend you go to the official website, so I'll probably do the official website there. I really hope this works this time. I don't know. The Cat's plugin was being dumb, so I kept having to redo it. Joy. Because all the files are right here and it still wasn't working properly. Okay. So, we're going to start by importing Cat's plugin. Mine already has it because you only need to install it once, which is whatever, but I'm still going to show you guys how. You want to go to Edit, Preferences. You want to go to Install. You want to locate your Cat's plugin here. So I'm just going to go to Downloads, and I'm going to look for a zip file for Cat's plugin. Yeah, see? Cat's Blender plugin, you'll hit Install, and then make sure it's enabled. Then once you have that, you should have a little bar on there right here that you can pull out. Quite useful. You pretty much need Cat's plugin, unfortunately. And it doesn't always work, so I usually recommend, trying this multiple times, unfortunately. So I'm going to actually delete the scene stuff. Doesn't really matter again, but whatever. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to locate the model we want to use. I've downloaded a few up here. Doesn't really matter. This time I'm going to actually do this one. Yeah. Cool. Yep, PMX file, which is fine. It's got all these other files in it. Those are pretty standard texture files, tune files. Yeah, it's all fine. So, preview. No. So this is the model we're going to be working with. Nothing special, just cute little model. We'll want to go import model. We'll want to go to again downloads because that's where I saved it to. Everyone might have it saved in a different area. It really doesn't matter. And we'll go PMX import. So then now we have our model here. Obviously, all the textures and stuff have not been mapped yet, unfortunately. So we're going to actually hit, I don't know if I want to mess with the bones on this one just yet. Whatever. Fix model. Wait, let's see. Yeah. Fix model. Let it do its thing. This one doesn't usually take too long. There we go. So now we can see our model. It does have quite a few excess bones on there, actually. I like how it's like, it removes all the excess weightless bones, but it clearly did not. And also, since this is an MMD model, we're actually going to go into modeling. We're going to click on the armature over here, open it, and hide the body. And the main reason I want to do that Again, could be really dumb, could be fine, whatever. I always do this because I'm a dumbass. And this might be why it keeps breaking for me, but yeah, whatever. So I am going to select these two bones right here. I'm going to hit the transform option. And I'm just going to drag. I'm going to try to drag it down. There we go. And we want to make the neck bone nice and small. Usually you would have to go into weight painting mode and select your weights and make sure that it transferred properly. I usually don't bother. It's been far too long since I've done it, so I really don't remember how. Again, I've only been doing this for fucking 3 days. Oh boy. Let's see, is there an actual... Huh. It's in here somewhere. I thought it was under the bone tab. Maybe we have to be in... Ah, yeah, there we go. No? Nope. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember how. I just go to pose mode? Nope. Maybe go to modeling, go to edit mode. Maybe layout and edit mode. No, it's still not there. I don't remember. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure all this is selected. We're going to go export model. It's saying, you know, you do this, that, and this. I don't care. It wants us to merge the textures together so there's less textures to deal with. Name this test 4. Just going to export it. Usually doesn't take too long. I will actually save this project as a test 4. Test 3 was a failure, so I'm doing test 4. Save. Now we can close that. The next thing you want to go into Unity, and you'll need a bunch of files for Unity. Enjoy. I will link them in the description, however, let's just do this. Import. Won't take too long. Some of these I will pause the video for. Maybe. I don't know. Depends how long they take. Again, depends how long they'll take. I could just put the freaking pause button on a hotkey, but again, usually doesn't take too long for this one. Hopefully. I'm just gonna pause it. There we go. I hope it unpaused. No, it's still going. Joy. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we'll want to go to our avatar. Come on. There we go. So we want to get in our Pyomi shaders. Just going to drag and drop that into there. We'll actually pause. There we go. Now it's unpaused. I probably shouldn't say pause and unpause because fucking it really doesn't show up for you guys at all. Next thing we'll need is the dynamic bone one, I believe. Yeah, that one's instant. That's good. We will also need... Did I do Pumpkin's avatar tools? I did. So I'm just gonna drag those down there, control panel, and drag that down there as well. So usually at this point, I would just save the project just so I can copy and paste it so I don't have to do all that stuff all over again. This time I'm not going to do that just in case the video fucks up again so I don't have to delete all that again. But yeah, I said that's usually what I recommend, but not required. We're going to go to the model request. This is not necessary to drag and drop, but I'm still going to. So I'm still going to drag and drop these into there. Again, not necessary, but I'm still going to. The PMX file is barely larger than the picture for it. Doy. Alright, so the next thing we'll do is we'll locate our... where we saved the FBX file. Right down here. And at this point, I'm going to pause it because it takes forever. Huh. This one didn't actually take too long. So we have our model here. Something I will do is I will set this to 0, 0, 0. I'm going to set the scale to 0 0.7, 0 0.7, and 0 0.7. When we change the scale, it doesn't update the bounds, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. Actually, this model might be small. Interesting. I had to put those back to 1. I don't know. I'll spawn in one of my other ones and test it later. This one actually has proper texture mapping. Does it let us edit it? No, it does not. So a quick little trick I learned to edit these is just to do Control D on all of these. That one didn't select properly. There we go. Which, now I can hide that. And then I can just take these and I can go, okay. So I have my Poyomi Shaders, Tune, Advanced, Opaque. I'm just going to do that for each of these. Doesn't really change the look too much, but I don't know. I was recommended to use these, so that's what I now do. And I'm just going to do that for all of them. Also, if you guys want to know a little trick, you can literally just do that. I don't know why I didn't do this on here, but you can just do it that way. And just do all of them at the same time. Next thing you want to do is you want to drag all the proper stuff onto the avatar. This part's usually pretty painless. You just gotta figure out where everything goes. There's a lower. Huh. Hats. We have hair. Did the eyes, did the face. To me, it looks like these are the shoes. Okay. We have shorts. Unfortunately, we have to, do the shorts. And we have another layer of sock. Should be right there. And I believe that's everything. If you ever want to check, you can always just click on the body here. And as long as they all show, yeah, see, we missed top. Wait, is there a layer on the inside that I'm unaware of? Hmm. To me, that almost looks like a belt, but I don't see a belt in. Okay. What the heck? Why is there a. This model. Why is there a hole right there? You know what? I'm not gonna. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, wow, this model is bad. It's missing so many things. Oh, I'm not gonna bother with that. It doesn't really matter if we can't see it anyways. And then I'll usually, the heck? We'll create a folder. I'll usually name that text. Actually, we could just use this one. Yeah, I'll just do that. Doink. Cool. Just to clean it up a little bit. We have our armature here. There's a bunch of things we can do if we want to do. Like when we did the skirt, Right, we could have converted it to just 2 bones and re-weight painted it, which would reduce the amount of leg on this avatar substantially. I'm not going to do that because I'm a prick. So I'm going to show you the very inefficient way of doing this. So I have a little thing in my pictures here. So it loads. I have way too much stuff. There we go. Cool. And this is the script we're going to use for pretty much everything. So I'm going to actually put that off to the side. And I'm going to go add components. We're going to do dynamic bone. We're going to do dynamic bone. And again, I'm doing this at the hips. And I wish I could just copy and paste settings, but no, I have to do this manually. 0.7, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. Oh, we're also going to drag hips onto that spot there. Then we're going to have to add some exclusions and colliders. So we're going to do 2 colliders just so the hands can interact. I could put the legs. Oh, fuck it, I'll put 4 colliders. Doesn't matter. Exceptions. We want to do 3 exceptions. Depends on the avatar. So we're going to click on hips. We're going to drag leg into there. Other leg into there. We're going to grab the spine into there. So now it's just the skirt. Yeah, so now we want to do some curves. So I already have a preset here. If you want to make your own, the best way to do it is to take something like, say, I don't know, this curve, and just move this to the opposite side. You can also edit the values manually as well. So, yeah. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to actually make sure that one's at full, and make sure this one goes to very low value. Perfect. I'm going to do that for both. These are, sorry, whoops. This one's going to be static. This one's going to curve down. This one's going to curve down. And usually on the skirt, I like to stiffen it because for some reason it likes to rotate in the middle here and not on the sides of the bones. But we'll test that later. Really doesn't matter for now. So the next thing we'll want to do is we'll want to go to our leg. I'm going to add components. Again, this is the very leggy way of doing it. I don't usually recommend doing it this way. But we're going to set the radius to, how about the thickness of the leg? That's still too large. Still too large. How about that? I'm going to set the height to, what, 1? Okay, nope. 0.5, nope. 0.3. We're going to lower this by 0.2. 0.1. Hey, there we go. And then I'm just going to copy component. I'm going to go to right leg and just paste component. Too lazy to do it again, so might as well just copy and paste it. Then we're going to go to our spine. Chest. Oh, this one doesn't actually have any chest bones. Could be good, could be bad. I'm going to go to our left arm, left elbow, left wrist. So you have 2 options here. You can either set it for each individual finger by putting it on the wrist for the collider, and just have each little finger being a noodle, which does make it more immersive, but it's not necessary. So what I usually do is I grab the middle finger, and what I'll do, well, could also grab the pointer finger, could also be better for this. Add components, dynamic bone, collider. Five, 3, Right. 2. About that should be good. That's actually too high. So I'm actually going to change the center to 0.1. Nope. 0.1. 0.2. There we go. So we want to incorporate a tiny bit of the palm and the rest of the fingers. Of course, I'm making the collider too big. Doesn't really matter. Again, gonna copy component values and just go to the right arm and paste it here. Again, this is the really leggy way of doing it, but I'm still gonna do it this way because I'm a prick. So we go neck, head, and we have all these heads, bones, stuffs, joy. So this one will actually have, I believe, 3 exceptions. Yeah, so we'll go head. Actually, I'm going to grab the hip one, just so I don't have to do it again. I'm going to copy component, go to the head bone, paste component as new, making sure I grab the head and put it into the root. That's very important. And then I'm going to do new exceptions. And we're going to grab, oh, this one won't need collisions with the legs, so I'm going to reduce this to 2. We're going to do the eye bone, the other eye, unless you want the eyes to floop around and the tongue to floop around. Not necessary though. Yeah. So now we have our hair done. Again, this is a very, very laggy way of doing it, but I like the effect it has. I'm also going to save this and save project. Save will save changes you made to just the avatar model itself. The save project will actually save the project file. Go figure. Cool. So we can test this if we want. I will add the references first. So I'm going to go middle finger, middle finger. I'm going to go to the hips, and I'm going to go middle finger, leg, and leg. Okay. And then we're going to go into play. Actually hide all that, click on scene, change the camera angle just a little bit. And then we're going to click on our test thing, and we're just going to try moving it around. So as you see, the hair looks really nice. Flows beautifully. Again, super leggy, but it flows, right? And go to play mode here. So the skirt. What I'm going to do to the skirt. Some people may not agree with this, but I'm going to put the dampening. Actually, sorry, I'm going to put the stiffness to 1. I'm going to put a new curve on it. And for now, I'm going to put the curve to that, and I'm going to add a key. I'm going to put it right about here. And I'm going to click on this and click right there. I'm actually going to move this one back. I'm going to click edit key. I'm going to put the time to 0.2, a value of 1. I'm going to hit enter. And then this one I'm going to put to a value of, I believe it'd be 0.6, and enter. There we go. So I'm going to actually make sure this angle is centered to there. We're going to close that. So now when we go into play mode, you'll notice this behaves quite a bit differently actually. Almost more like a skirt. So what I did there is, the nice thing about the curve is basically the lower part of the skirt will move more than the top part. And the actual skirt is colliding on the legs there. So this bone is now locked at 100% stiffness, and the rest moves ever so slightly. I might have to move it a little bit more, but I don't know, we'll see. Again, these are the settings I use for skirts. You can tinker with it yourself. Most of this is tinkering. Like, I spent like 3 hours today on a different model just messing with skirt physics. And again, this is the extremely laggy way of doing it. If we go to VRChat SDK and we click Builder, oh, I have to sign in. Descriptor. Ah, yes. Add component. Descriptor. Hey, there we go. Much better. Right? So it doesn't have minimap textures with autofix. Autofix. Cool. So we have... Actually, this one's not as bad as the other one. The other one had 542. Under the polygon count, which is good. All that stuff, it's fine. It says it's bad, but it's not that bad. It could be much worse. Yeah. So we can go to Pumpkin's Tools, click on Select from Scene. Then we're gonna hit Fill Vise Means. We're also going to hit edit viewpoint. Nah, we'll tinker that ourselves. Because the viewpoint's up there, so we can just click edit viewpoint or not. Cool. Yeah, so like it says this is the viewpoint, and it says it's editing it, but it's not. Because the viewpoint's still up there. So I don't know what they did, but that viewpoint's not the right viewpoint. So I'm actually going to, oops. So I'm actually just going to move that dot manually. So the height I'm going to cut down to probably 1. I'm actually going to move it away from the body. Or not. There we go. 1.2. 1.2. There we go. Put this back to 2. Actually, 1 seemed... Not 10. 1. Mm-hmm. 0.05. 3. 2.5. 1. 0.05. 0.3. So where we want it is we want the tip of the ball to be on the tip of the eye, but in the middle of the nose. That's usually where I recommend. I can actually raise up the eye ever so slightly. There we go. And I'm actually going to move this forward. 0.4. We'll do 3.9. There we go. There we go. So now we have our viewpoint set up. We have all the textures set up. We have a bunch of colliders and dynamic bones. All of that taking half an hour. Usually I'd recommend hitting the file, save. We still have a bunch of other stuff to do on here, but I'm still going to hit file, save. So we still have the controller animations, and hopefully it came with them. Oof. Last model I worked with did not come with them. And even though you have the lip sync here, and you put devise mean, and then you select the face bone, which is body, Then you gotta do these manually. Fucking all in Japanese. So, I don't know what those are, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. I will put this on that for now. I know it won't work, but yeah. So we're gonna hit model, select, we're gonna hit rig, we're gonna hit humanoid. And I'm gonna pause here once I get this going because it's probably gonna take a while. This one didn't actually take too long. Yeah. Ooh, the feet aren't there. So yeah, this one doesn't have boobs, so you don't have to worry about upper chest. Toes are not present. Are there not toe bones? Let's actually go, yeah, right toe, left toe. They're there. So again, this is why you check left toe. E. Grab right toe. Doink. Then we have chest. There we go. Again, you just want to confirm everything's there. This one doesn't have boobs, so it doesn't need upper chest. Unless those are swapped, then oops. But yeah. So now we hit apply, which will update the model. Again, this could take a while, so I'm going to magically make a terrible cut. Then we're going to hit done. This one shouldn't take too long. Did that break the textures? Or is that just the lighting? That could just be the lighting. I think that's the lighting. If you guys want, I can also put a link to a bunch of my favorite shaders for this. I don't know. It's probably not necessary. Well, not shaders. Yeah, shaders. Yeah. Textures. Oop, actually, hide that. There we go. Because on this one here, assets. Yeah, so this one is an inventory system. This one is a bunch of my favorite material. Oh, wait, no. Where did I put it? I don't remember. Somewhere in there. There's a lot of random stuff you need. But yeah. Been messing with a lot of stuffs. I don't know. For now, though, I'm gonna double check. Anything else we need? We got a camera angle. We got all the unnecessary colliders to make it an extremely unoptimized avatar. Again, the skirt. I usually like keeping the hair bones there because the hair, but you can look up other tutorials on how to do the painting on the skirt. I don't know how, so don't ask me. I'm gonna see if I can transfer over my animation file. I would be really happy if I can, but if I can't, I'm gonna be sad. Actually, what's it called? Yeah. So we have all of these ones here. So I'm just gonna copy this. Yeah. And I'm gonna paste it. Or not. Cool. I'll just paste it into here. Assets. Paste. And this should take a bit to update. Maybe. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, importing small assets. I don't know why I paused it. It took a lot less time than I was expecting. Alright, so we have a Kino jacket. Once it loads, cool. And we have a bunch of terrible settings. So I'm actually going to redo a bunch of these because finger point should be broken. Yeah, because I had to change a bunch of these, unfortunately. R and R goes there. Hand open. Yeah, and then emote 6 should be what, Crab Rave? There we go. And that should be everything there, hopefully. We can click this save button, and we can hit play. And if we did it right, which we did not, or I didn't, because you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go here and set the animations so they're not defaults. There we go. And now, when I hit play, now it should have, yeah, nice little animation. I don't think it looks too bad. Could be worse. So I will double check by clicking on here, animation, and let's just click on that one. Let's hit play. It's gonna be a little laggy, but it does load, which is good, because that's what we want to check. Next thing we'll check for is, oh, did I kept laying down animation. Oops. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Finger point. So we want to double check that the hand gestures actually work. And if we notice, there's no facial expression. Oh my god, I keep spitting into my mic. Jesus Christ. There's no facial expressions, and I don't actually know how to fix that. I will look up later on, but whatever. For now, that's fine. Got our animations. We got all that stuffs. Unnecessary colliders. I will actually go to the hip bone, and I'm going to lower the update rate. I don't know if it really does much, but I'm assuming it's going to be slightly less laggy. So, joy. It might actually be why the skirt bone is terrible. Actually, you know what? Let me just put that back to 60. I want to see if that actually fixes that. Again, a lot of these settings are tinkering. So, let's see. Anything else we need other than adding the songs for the emotes and learning how to do that? I think it should be pretty much good. 38 minutes for an avatar. So we're going to go to SDK. We're going to go to Builder. Again, this one was the one I was messing with the skirt. This one I was messing with the hair and a bunch of shaders and inventory system and dances. And that one took almost 2 days. And this one took like all morning today. So, yeah. So we could literally just hit build and publish. It might actually crash here, but whatever. So I'm just gonna pause it for a second here, just to show you. I've already scaled this down. This is the height of my other avatar. So apparently, for this specific avatar, I'm actually going to adjust this probably to about 0.8, 0.8, 0.8. Yeah, there we go. Which means the viewpoint will not scale. So I'm just gonna undo those changes. I'm gonna go to Pumpkin Tools. I'm gonna select Avatar. And I'm going to edit the scale. Right? Which yeah, no, it doesn't change the viewpoint, so that's dumb. Oh well. I'll set these all to 0.8. I guess Pumpkin Tools won't fix that, unfortunately. And I believe on Blender, when we fixed model with Cat's plugin, we could have also translated the Japanese ones, which would have translated all those sounds, which would have been useful. Oh well, unfortunately. That's my mistake. So, also I noticed the colliders on the hair and the skirt are really small. So let me just fix the viewpoint here, because this is going to change. So I'm just going to set this to 6. So you set this to 0.1 just so we can see it. And put this to 3. Well, I could just take a calculator. Just do 20, 20, 20, and we click on view position. We do 1.026 divided by 7 times by 8. And we get 173. And then we go for 30. 0.039 divided by 7 times by 8. We get 45. Easy way to do it, I guess. It's also a lazy way to do it. I should probably double check it's in the right spot. I might actually increase it by a tiny bit. What the heck? Okay. Apparently I undid those changes. Yeah, I do want to increase this by a tad bit. Cool. And this one I'm going to move forward by... There we go. Ooh, that's actually too far forward. Maybe 4.7 was good. No, let's go 4.8. There we go. Again, sometimes it's nice to use another model for scale. The other one was, 70% of its height. This one's full-sized. Pumpkin's tools being annoying. Whatever. There we go. Did it rescale like that one's on Pumpkin's tools for that. And it even okay. Don't remember if that's the exact value I had, but oh well. Again, I'm just lining it up, eyeballing it. Ironically, eyeballing it. Oof. And we're gonna hit File, Save. That should be good. And then we're gonna go back to this SDK and build it. When I hit Build, it added a blueprint ID. Every time you copy this avatar and paste it to make a different version of it, because it's always good to have a backup, you will have to detach that. Also, if you delete it off of here and you want to re-upload it, sometimes it won't always detach. So, yeah. Just gonna check on something real quick. Priorities. Priorities. Uh, can't actually see. Fuck. Whatever. And we're gonna hit build and publish. This will take a while, so yeah, be right back. And now the easy part. The rest is just all waiting as long as this doesn't crash. So, yeah. Cool. So if this video was helpful at all, hit the like button. If you disliked it, dislike the video, because fuck, this is terrible. Audio quality is terrible. The direction I was giving was terrible. The actual useful stuff I showed was terrible, because all it is just me uploading a fucking avatar. Total time took me was about an hour. For you guys, well, actually no, it was about 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Might title the video is how to upload a terrible avatar in under an hour. No, people have done it much faster. I'm not doing it for time. I'm just showing you how I do it and what I've been up to. So, yeah. So a lot of drama's happened in my life recently. Yada yada. No one fucking cares. But there's, as I said, a very good reason why I have not been uploading, unfortunately. So, yeah, this stuff will be automatic. So, yeah. Again, unless it crashes, and you'll have to build it again, and yeah, whatever. All the links and stuff I will hopefully put in the description. Hopefully, I'm gonna go back to VRChat. I should probably show you guys what it looks like in VRChat to see how terrible I did it. Oof. But yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, see, it says it's uploaded, so I'm gonna go to VRChat and I'll see you guys in there. Because I should probably show you guys what it looks like. Probably. The downside will be my microphone will be the wrong microphone. Unless I can change it while recording. Can I? HC Vive. Charles being a goof. But I might have to increase the oh no, I'd say it's not too bad. Could be worse. It just needs to stay outside of the cladding box, because once it goes through, then it will stay going through, so. Yeah, I'll adjust all that later on. Could just increase the colors on the skirt and lower it on the knees, but yeah. That's it. If this was helpful to anyone, hit the like button if you disliked it. Why are you still watching? There's so many YouTubers that do this kind of stuff better. See you guys next time. Bye. Oh, wait. Well, might as well do it that way. Oh, and yes, index. My full body's off. I'm too lazy to put it on. Again, the facial expression and the microphone and stuff. Oh, no, lip sync still doesn't work. Yeah, and I don't know. I'll have to figure out how that works.